Unit 9 review. Test yourself on the grammar of the unit. I've started planning your graduation party already. Remember, when we use present perfect, we shouldn't use a time word. It's mentioned in your book. See, it says do not use with time past time expressions. I've already mailed the invitations last night. So we can't use that form, so we have to use already. We still haven't chosen a restaurant for the party. I'm getting nervous. We can't use yet because remember, yet is used at the end of the sentence. So we can't use it in the middle here. So we can only use still. I met Nita yesterday, but I haven't met her boyfriend yet. I'm using negative. Remember, with negative, we should use yet. Already is used with affirmative sentences. Has Marla left already? Oh, has Marla left? Yeah, the party just started. When we have present perfect, we have to use has, not did. We use did with past simple. Have you told your friends about the party yet? Remember, when we use present perfect, we have to use the past participle form of the verb, not the present simple form. So here we have to use told. No, not yet. Remember, when we have negatives, we use yet. Can't use already. So check your answers for that. Complete the conversations with present perfect form of the verbs and already, still, or yet. So here we have to use already. Ed has already graduated. Or we can say Ed has graduated already. Both of them are correct. I know, but don't relax yet. We still haven't had the party. So when we use still, it has to, remember, we use subject, still, haven't or hasn't, and then the past participle form of the verb. So look on page 120 for more information on the structure. Have they delivered the food yet? Should I begin to worry? So remember, when we have yet in a question, we start with have, the subject, past participle, and then yet is at the end. It just arrived, but Ed still hasn't set the table. So remember, with still, we have to use the subject, still, have not, or has not, and the past participle. Well, he's started already, or we can say he's already started. I'll help him finish. So when we have already, remember, we can use it in the middle, after have, and before the past participle, or we can use it at the end. Some of Ed's friends still haven't arrived. This is our subject. We have to use still, haven't, and then the past participle. Remember, this is the structure we have to follow. I know, I don't think his new girlfriend has arrived yet. So here we have, it's negative. Then we have yet. Remember, yet always goes at the end. And we have has and the past participle. That's mentioned. Where is it? Here. So look at that rule. Mom and Dad, have you met Christy yet? So we have a question with yet. Make sure you're following this structure. Have with the subject, past participle, object, and yet. So make sure you keep checking on page 120. The last one, find and correct 6 mistakes. I can't believe it's the 10th already and we still haven't finished planning. Remember, with still we use haven't, not didn't. And you can look on page 120. See, we use haven't. We haven't checked the guest list for a while. Who hasn't replied yet? Remember, we have to use the past participle form of the verb. Sally hasn't called about the invitation yet. I wonder if she's coming. When we have negative, we use yet, not already. Maybe she just forgot. Have you called her yet? So remember here, this is the structure. We have to use have, the subject, past participle, the object, and then yet at the end. So yet always has to be the last one. So this has to be changed. I've already called her a couple times. Remember, we have to use the past participle form of the verb. So call is present form, called is the past participle form. So make sure you change that. She hasn't called back yet. Remember, yet goes at the end. If we want to use still, we have to put it here. She still hasn't called back. We don't use still at the end. So make sure that you check your answers, and then make sure you can ask me questions in class if it's still unclear.